Dear students, today I am here to discuss on the topic functions of family. The institution of family fulfills certain needs of a society. It is a socio-economic unit consisting of one or more parents and their children. Although forms of family are different from one society to another, and even within a society, all societies have family. The study of the institution of family is the functional approach. One of the hypotheses of functional analysis is the indispensability of a system. Thus, the family has certain indispensable functions for the society. But at the same time, it should also be stressed that the institution of family generates certain conflicts too. There is no family which does not have conflict. History is rich with family feuds among the royal families, which is evident even during the Mughal rule in India, in which no succession to a throne was complete without the assassination of some of the competing brothers. Despite this, there are some functions or needs which a family fulfills. As we already have a fair idea on the institution of family and its functions, in brief, we will now discuss on some of the important functions of family. These functions are satisfaction of sex needs, reproduction of children, providing minimum basic facilities, social functions, socialization of members, helps in building integrated personality, formation of personality traits, economic functions, helps in social activities, religious functions, educational functions, recreational functions, psychological securities. Let's see how satisfaction of sex needs play an important role in the functioning of a family. As we all know, in every society, whether primitive or modern, simple or complex, human sex urge requires established and socially recognized channels of satisfaction. Family enables adults of both sexes to maintain a socially approved sexual relationship. Besides, the family shapes, channelizes, and restricts the sex drive of men in all societies in terms of social norms. Satisfaction of sex needs leads to reproduction of children. For example, in a Hindu society, to have children is mandatory in order to fulfill both religious as well as social obligations. The family is the only social institution charged with transforming a biological organism into a human being. Like many other animals, man is helpless at birth and would die quickly without care. However, man matures much later than any other animal. So, human infants must be brought up in a social context, ideally in a family. His lack of instinct is, however, compensated by his possession of the most complex brain among all animals. The trait enables man to build several cultural aids to protect him, to collect food, to build shelter, etc. So, how does social function play a major role in a family? This is one of the most important functions of family. In primitive and simple societies, family form the basic unit of social organization. However, in advanced societies, the position is somewhat different. Here, family does not exactly represent the basic organizational unit of the society, but its role in the determination of the texture and stability of social organization has not all diminished. Socialization of human personality is yet another important function of family. When a child is born, his first human relationship is with the immediate members of the family. Here he experiences ideal, authority, direction, protection, setting of example, and ideals. According to Gillen and Gillen, quote, habits form according to the treatment they give him and according to the reactions determined by his inheritance capacity. As he grows older, initiation of parental actions and exposures to their suggestion leads him to perform habits which affect his social life more profoundly than he will recognize until many years after, if at all. Unquote. Primary socialization, probably the most important aspect of the socialization process, takes place during infancy, usually within family. By responding to the approval and disapproval of its parents and copying their example, the children learn the language and many of the basic behavior patterns of its society. Without socialization, an individual would bear little resemblance to any human being defined as normal by the standard of his society. Haralambos, 1980, cites examples. Akbar, who was the emperor in India, ordered that a group of children be brought up without any instruction in language to test the belief that they would eventually speak Hebrew, the language of God. They were raised by deep mutes but they did not speak any language and communicated only through gesture. Another example is the wolf children of Midnapur. Two females, aged 2 and 8, were reportedly found in a wolf den in Bengal in 1920. They walked on all fours, preferred a diet of raw meat, howled like wolves, and lacked any form of speech. Such examples refer that socialization involving prolonged interaction with adults is essential not only for fitting into society, but also to the process of actually becoming human. Family helps an individual to develop an integrated personality. Man is a cultural being, and as such, he has both emotional and physical needs. He needs food, protection, and care for his survival. He also needs love, affection, understanding, and sympathy for satisfaction of his emotional needs. Now we will see how a family helps in formation of personality traits of an individual. There are many aspects of human personality which are considered to be the products of family institution. It has been observed that no influence is initially as great as the family on any individual. Anthropologists have reached a rather wide consensus on the influence and the role of family in personality formation. They are as the family is responsible for the universalization of personality, that is, the sentiments of love, the feeling of right or wrong, and of sympathy find their expression through the family. The family is responsible for the formation of a child's basic personality traits. These traits are handed down through family traditions and customs from one generation to another. Now we will talk on the economic function performed by the family. It is the responsibility of the family to see that there is proper division of work. It is through family that the economic needs of people are met. It also looks after the family property. Family is the center of all social activities. An individual gets social status through the family. It helps in socialization and exercise social control over its members. It preserves normal norms and customs and convention. Not only does it help in performing social activities, but a family also performs religious functions. Family is also obliged to perform many religious functions. Specific religion and the customs, modes, and method of worship are taught in the family. It is the responsibility of every family that it should teach the children and give them good education. Family also conducts recreational functions, as for example, during festival times, the family members get together and sing and dance. Despite of all of these functions which are discussed above, one of the major roles of a family is providing psychological security among its members. It is the family which provides psychological security to its members. Among the aged family members in the simple societies, psychological support is a very strong factor as it provides strength and a measure for safety. Besides, these early experiences brought to consciousness and confronted, leading to catharsis or release of energy, with the result that the personality becomes freer, less restricted by having to control the energies of it or separate under over strict demands of the superego, leading to catharsis or release of energy, with the result that the personality becomes freer, less restricted by having to control the energies of it or operate under over strict demands of the superego. After discussing all the different functions performed by family, we may conclude that in the changing times, the functions of family are fast getting new dimensions. Even the Trobriand islanders living in isolated islands are taking to modernization. In our country too, the tribals residing in inaccessible areas have been witnessing a transformation. Traditional occupations are changing, and education has given a new world view to these isolated people. In such a situation, the family has taken up new challenges and new functions.